a month.
All right, the court will take judicial notice of the court file that the court has here with it, with him, and I'll go ahead and take judicial notice of that order. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, I also offer into evidence what has been submitted to the Court of State's Exhibit 1, a copy of the state's pay record, and I ask that that be admitted.
All right, let's see if I've got that in the packet. Go. Yes, I do. It's that new version that I hate so much, but the court will go. Folks, I'm going to mark this as State's Exhibit 1. I know you can't see it very well, but this is the financial activity report in your case. It shows what funds have been paid in child support. And we'll start with you, ma'am. Is there any legal reason it should not come to evidence before the court this time?
No.
All right. Any objections, sir?
No, sir.
All right. Stage 1 is admitted. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, I call Ms. Ratliff as my first witness. Ms. Ratliff, would you... Oh, sorry.
Go right ahead.
Thank you, Judge. I couldn't hear you very well, but I think I heard you say go on.
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to ask her to go ahead and state her full name for the record, but you were getting ready to do the same thing, so.
Yes, Your Honor, I was. Would you please state your full name for the record?
Mary Kristen Ratliff.
Thank you. And what is the name of your youngest child that you have with Marty Tabor?
Whitney Tabor.
And how old is she?
She's 16.
And is she currently living with you?
Yes.
Do you have any safety concerns regarding placing your address in the court order?
Yes, I do.
And what are those safety concerns?
History of domestic violence.
And when was the last incident of domestic violence?
It would have been when we were still married back in 2011, but he has made numerous verbal threats since then, since our divorce was final.
When was the last one of those threats?
Probably about a year ago.
Do you have any other reason that you don't want your address in the court order?
No.
How is the child covered for health insurance?
She is covered with full coverage medical through my husband's job, and it's Aetna insurance.
Do you know how much it costs to have the child on that plan?
Yes, it is about $38.08 every 2 weeks, and I believe that includes dental and vision.
How much does it cost to pay for the plan for the whole family every 2 weeks, just the health insurance plan?
Okay, just the health. Let me pull that up again for you. For the family, for medical is $180.69, and that's every 2 weeks.
And how much is the dental every 2 weeks?
The dental for the family plan is $7.54.
And how many people are covered on that family plan?
5.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much, ma'am. I'll be back in just a moment. And go ahead and call your next witness, please.
Thank you, Judge. At this time, I call Mr. Tabor as my second witness.
All right. Mr. Tabor, state your full name for the record, sir.
Marty Whitten Tabor II.
All right, thank you. You may proceed with the witness.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Tabor, do you have any other minor children other than the 2 that you have with Ms. Ratliff?
My wife has a daughter that's 13 and fixing to be 13, and she don't live with us, but yes.
Have you adopted? Have you adopted that child?
No, ma'am.
And is that your biological child?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any safety concerns regarding placing your address in the court order?
Yes, I do.
And what are those safety concerns?
Like I was telling you about the phone call I got from my daughter and somebody demanding money from me and threatening to kill her. And so, yes, I would recommend. And they mentioned that they knew where I was, and I'd really like my address not to be anywhere here, I suppose.
When did that phone call occur?
It was maybe 5 months ago.
Do you have private insurance available through any source for the children?
No, ma'am.
Where do you work?
Radon.
And how long have you worked there?
I've been back for about a year and 2 or 3 months.
And how much do you make there?
I make $30 per hour. I just got a raise back in the end of June or July.
And how much were you making before you got that raise?
26.
And how many hours do you normally work a week?
50.
Do you receive any bonuses or any other sources of income?
I've had 2 bonuses since I've been there, added up to $200.
And the 50 hours a week that you work, is that consistently 50 hours a week, or do you ever get more or fewer hours?
Like from time to time, we get more during the dry season, but during the rainy season, we miss a week, sometimes a month during the season, and also we miss about, I would say on average, about a week during the winter, because of the freezing weather, and then we lose a week during the holidays. They shut it down. Sometimes 2 weeks. I think last year it was 2 weeks during Christmas and Thanksgiving.
When you get more hours during the summer, about how many more hours do you normally get?
Normally about 2 more hours a day, I would say.
And the time that you get off around the holidays, is that paid or unpaid?
Only this last time I didn't, because I hadn't been there a full year, the last holidays. But now that I've been there a full year, I will only get paid on that specific day, on Christmas Day or Thanksgiving Day.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Tabor, when you were served with a copy of the paperwork, part of that had a request for a production of your pay stubs and your bank records. Did you produce those for the state, sir?
I did not see where I needed to provide that. From the letter that I have here, it did not ask me to do that, but I did bring my W-2, both of my W-2s from last year.
All right. Well, I'm more interested in the year-to-date pay stub. When's the last time you had when's the last time you got paid, sir?
Last Thursday before last.
All right, then. You have a copy of that pay stub, sir?
Did not bring that with me. I'm at my mother's house. I thought we were actually going to do this in person. So I came to Brownwood. I live in Abilene. We were going to drive this morning.
Oh, okay. Now we're Zoom now, sir. Yeah, obviously. All right, but you can get a copy of that to the state, correct?
I can do what now?
You can get a copy of that to the state via email, correct?
Of course, yes, sir.
All right, then. Thank you. All right. Any other questions of this witness, then, Ms. Haley?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Anything? Well, I know better, but I got to ask. Any other witnesses you wish to call at this time?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And you need to redress anything to Ms. Ratliff?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Well, I'm going to let the state make their closing statement at this time, folks. That way you can see exactly what the state's asking for. Then I'll go ahead and allow y'all both to make a closing statement or closing argument if you wish, because technically you represent yourself. So I'll go ahead and let Ms. Haley go ahead and start. Thank you.
Well,
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, guys. Today we are going to step into a courtroom where everything starts calm, formal, and deceptively quiet. The judge opens the session by taking judicial notice, signaling that this case is not casual or improvised. Financial records are immediately introduced, making it clear this hearing is about accountability. There is no drama yet, but the weight of authority is unmistakable. You can sense that numbers, documents, and past decisions are about to collide. Both parties are acknowledged without resistance, which adds tension rather than relief. This opening sets the tone. Procedure first, emotions later. It is the kind of calm that usually comes before something heavy. From the first seconds, the court makes it clear, this will end with consequences.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, State asks for appropriate orders regarding non-disclosure. State is asking for a modification of support. State is asking that that modification go back to the date of service. So that would begin February 1st, 2025. Based on the testimony provided, that amount of child support is, or the guideline amount is $1,040 a month. That's at 50 hours at $30 an hour. State's also asking for medical support amount of $78 and a dental insurance support amount of $3, and that Ms. Ratliff continue to carry the child on the government health plan. Those medical and dental support amounts are only for the one child. Because the state is requesting support starting on February 1st, but there is a current, on the state's financial report, current support for the oldest child is currently paid off. State is not requesting a judgment at this time. And state is asking for appropriate orders regarding court costs.
Did the state, I think he testified earlier that his that raise came recently, so there will be some months he was getting 26 an hour instead of 30. Did the state do the caps on that?
Your Honor, state has not requested a retroactive judgment in this case. State would request that if the court wants to take that into account, that what we could do is we could start current support instead of going all the way back to February. We could start that current support beginning August 1st, because otherwise we would have to create a judgment. Right. And then we would also have to go back and take that into consideration with the amount that's already been paid for the adult child. Okay. So that's what state would recommend is the easiest way to move forward and ensure that 28 an hour is, or the 30 an hour is appropriate. State did calculate that the 26 an hour, 50 hours a week is actually $920 and current support is $1040. Okay. So the amounts difference would be probably about, maybe 5 months, 6 months. So about $600, a little bit more as a difference if we did start February 1st. Thank you, Judge. Sorry.
All right, no problem. And again, I was just trying to get the math right, and I'm real hesitant to always go back that far on retro. I like going back so maybe up to 6 months, but yeah, that's way out there. So but anyway, I would prefer to just go ahead and just keep it simple and start that first day of August on that one, so we can do that. But this time, I'm going to go ahead and let the parties make their individual closing statements and closing arguments, and I'm going to start with Ms. Ratliff. And I'm looking at going, and I need to know, as Mr. Ratliff and Mr. DeBoer and the younger child seeing each other on a regular basis or anything like that?
No, they are not.
Okay, then. And I'll confirm that with him. But this time, if that's going to be the case, then I'll go ahead and just grant non-disclosure for both parties, okay? And that way, there won't be a major problem. But this time, Ms. Ratliff, anything you'd like to tell the court in closing? I'm looking at going again and granting non-disclosure as to both of you guys, and then going ahead and making a final ruling on the child support modification and the update on the health insurance cash reimbursement and dental reimbursement. We can't do vision under Texas law yet. So anything else you'd like to make in the closing, ma'am?
I can't think of anything. I just want to thank you all for your time. Thank you, Your Honor. All
right. Mr. DeBoer, you heard what the state's asking. Is there anything you're asking me to do different, sir?
Buckle up, guys, because this is where the case unfolds piece by piece and the tension slowly tightens. Testimony reveals past domestic violence, safety fears, and why privacy matters in this family dispute. Financial realities take center stage as income, insurance costs, and work hours are scrutinized. The father's incomplete paperwork draws firm but controlled pressure from the judge. When numbers are laid out, child support becomes unavoidable, not optional. The emotional peak hits when resentment slips out under the guise of concern. The judge shuts that down instantly, redirecting everything back to the law. What began as paperwork turns into a hard lesson about responsibility. By the end, the ruling lands clean, firm, and final. No confusion, no escape.
I don't guess there's nothing in this court that we can do, I guess. I'm just concerned about my daughter not living with her all these years. Over the last 10 years, I know she hasn't lived with her maybe 3. And I just, I'm concerned about her well-being, because I know that she had a man living with her that was 21 years old, and this was over
Okay,
a year ago.
sir. Here's the deal, sir. Again, this is a closing statement based on what the court has heard today. And right now, only thing before the court right now is child support.
Okay, I guess I have nothing then. I'll just pay what I need.
All right, then, sir. Again, you have the right to make a statement as far as the child support issues that are before the court today, but that's all the state's pled for, and that's all I can take a look at. Is there anything else you want to say about that, sir?
Get what you can get, because as soon as she's 18, I'm done with her.
Well, here's the deal, sir. Also remember, it's 18 and graduation from high school. So if she doesn't graduate from high school until after her 18th birthday, you still have to pay child support. So please keep that in mind, sir. That's state law. So I'm going to go ahead and grant the request of the state. I'm going to go ahead and grant the modification of child support. I'm going to start that the first day of August of this year. I'm going to go ahead and grant the amounts requested by the state for that, cash medical and the dental, and make a finding that 0 arrears are owed at this time as far as the older child is concerned, or both the children together based on the prior order. Is there anything else you need on this one, Ms. Haley?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right,
actually, yes, Your Honor. I'm so sorry. I just noticed. Could I get a ruling on court costs, please?
I'll wait for our costs. He was up to date. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right, court costs are waived. Anyway, sir, I'm going to go ahead and let the state prepare that order. The state will send that to you electronically. If you get a chance to review and sign off on it, that's left up to you. It's not mandatory to sign off on it, but you do have the opportunity to do so. Signing off on it doesn't mean that you agree to the order. It just means that this is what the court's ordered, and it'll be eventually sent to me, and I'm going to sign off on it. Good luck to both of you folks, and may the parties be excused, Ms. Haley?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, then we're off the record, and both of y'all are free to go. Thank you. Good luck, folks. Be safe out there.
Thank you, sir.
Ms. Haley, if you'll stick around 1 second, I'm going to ask you something.
Yeah, we got to ask you about the next hearing, but I'm stopping this one, so it'll be just a second. Go ahead. Thank you.
But you all can leave the meeting.
Mr. Radley, Ms. Tabor, you're free to go.